Hello, everybody.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Perfect. Okay, so Ania, well, this is my first time ever hosting sprints. So I guess we'll just start with hello, everyone, and my lovely guest here, Ania. Do you want to
Hello.
introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Ania. I live in Spain. I'm from Canada, and my channel is Well Traveled Books, and I'm very happy to be here.
Ania reads really, really interesting nonfiction books and is very passionate about the environment. And I really, really love everything that she does. So, check her out if you haven't already. And this is my husband.
Hello. My name is Hugo.
And Suki's here. She's on the floor.
Yeah, I hope she's off asleep soon. That we can actually read.
Oh my gosh, Dennis made it!
Hello.
Good morning! I'm so happy to see you here. Oh, Dennis is awesome. This is Hugo, and we're in Belgium, so it's like 5 p.m.-ish here, but I'm really glad that it's like late enough in the day that like it's not too late here yet, but we can still, it's late enough for the American people, the people in the States can join us.
Exactly.
And everyone.
On this nice Sunday morning.
Yes, Sunday morning.
What else do people have to say?
What's everyone reading today?
I'm reading the second Percy Jackson novel. What's it called? Sea of Monsters. I'm actually gonna listen to an audiobook as well while I'm reading it. But with your friends, don't worry about it.
We want to see a Monsters play. What are you reading, Ania?
I actually don't know. I'm just finished a book this morning, and I was wondering if you guys wanted to pick my next book.
Oh, wait, really?
Or The Lonely Hearts Hotel, because I need
I love
something.
the color of the Lonely Hearts Hotel.
Yeah, I bought it at the thrift store just because of the cover. I think it's beautiful.
Yeah. Give me
Right?
like the elevator pitch.
The pitch. This one is about these. Is it a brother and sister? I don't know. No, it's a romance, so they're not brother and sister. Growing up in Montreal during the Great Depression in an orphanage, and then I guess they fall in love. And this is 2 timelines during the World War II and also in Montana. And I guess there's like a librarian, and they go back and forth. I don't know. Thoughts?
I'm intrigued by both of them. The Lonely Hearts Hotel is giving me like the more fall vibes from like the look of it, which is kind of what I'm feeling like.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what
I agree with that.
I think that's the one we're gonna go with.
Okay, I'm down. And this one's also floppier, so I like.
Oh my gosh! Oh, I love a floppy book. I love a floppy book. Hello, William. This is my brother-in-law. Dennis is reading November 9th. Dennis, I need to know if someone's holding you hostage or if this is by your own volition. I'm interested to hear your thoughts on that because I have not picked up, nor do I see myself reading Colleen Hoover. But Anya, you were going to at some point, right?
I found Verity in a little free library, and I was like, oh, I've heard this one is like more of a thriller, or maybe I'll like it a bit more. And then I was coming back to Europe, and I said, and I left it in Canada. So
okay, fair enough.
As soon as I decided to read it, so. But I'm with you. I don't really foresee myself actively picking up her books. So.
Yeah. Because I wasn't planning on ever reading any of her stuff, what I did is I read the description of all of them, and then I went to Goodreads, and I read a bunch of the 5 stars because and the 3 stars because I always feel like I have to give it a fair chance. Mm-hmm. But then I went through all of the 1-star reviews, like the rant, like full spoilers, and I'm like, yeah, there's no way I'm picking up this book. And it's like, no, but it's like, it doesn't matter if like you like it or not. Like I have no issue with people enjoying her books, but I just like I read that and I'm like,
For me. Yeah.
Just no way. Good evening. Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine what time it is there. I feel like India is so close now that I'm on this side of the Atlantic.
It's still pretty far.
But it's so far. I just can't. Oh my goodness. Okay. At least you're not being held hostage, Dennis. Yeah, so Verity is the one that most people, I feel like, it's like if they have one Colleen Hoover book they like, it's Verity because it has that like almost Stephen King essence to it, I suppose.
Mhm.
Like I heard the description for it and it reminded me of Misery actually in some ways. But yeah, It Ends With Us, I know for sure is one that I'm like, I wouldn't even touch, in my opinion. To read her greatest hits. Okay, I just saw a video. I didn't end up watching it because it was like an hour long, but it was like I read every Colleen Hoover book so that you don't have to or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, here's just what's going on. Let me just give it the lowdown. There's so many. Like she has so many books.
Yeah.
It's insane.
I wonder how many of them she actually wrote.
I always wonder like what of my favorite authors have ghostwriters.
Yeah.
Because some it's like so painfully obvious, and then some it's like, yeah, I buy it, but like, why? I just don't know. Oh, I'm reading this one.
What are you reading?
I'm reading Assassin's Apprentice. I'm buddy reading this with Raul because he bought it the other day and posted a picture of it on Twitter, and I like immediately tweeted at him and I was like, yo, I have this book and I've been like needing an excuse to read it, so like let's just buddy read it. And so I have to finish it by the 25th, so I have about a week. So yeah.
Where you are at the start of that one?
Yeah, I'm 2 chapters in. I'm about 44 pages in, and it's different than what I've been reading because I've been reading a lot of horror and YA, and then this is like high fantasy, and the way that the book is just, it's like a slug to get through compared to what I've been reading.
I get that.
Yeah.
It's a little slower pace. It's also a trilogy, so it's probably a lot of world building right now.
Yeah, there's a lot happening. He's like 6 years old or something, and I'm just like, this kid's like 6, bro. Yeah, he like slept in the barn with the dogs or something, and then the guy came in and was like, why is he in the barn? And he's just like, I'm 6. Yeah. So for everyone watching, we were gonna do 30-minute sprints and we're gonna start with doing 2 sprints with like a break in between, and then just kind of seeing where we're at and kind of look at it, because by then it's going to be around dinner time anyway here. So Suki's asleep.
There's Suki, everyone.
Oh my goodness. Is that live right now?
What?
Is that live? Like
right now, yeah.
Okay. That's amazing.
Oh my gosh. She has had a tummy ache the past couple of days, so like she's been very sleepy, and honestly, we're grateful because she can be a handful. So I'm thinking let's start at 5:10, and then that's like a nice even number, so I don't have to think. I'm gonna do a little banner thing because I don't know how to do those fancy counters that people do.
I don't know.
Did I do it? I mean, yeah, me neither. I don't know how people do it. I am like not super tech savvy.
Me neither.
I edit my videos on my phone and everything.
That is true.
Yeah, and you get me. Remember the last time we spoke and it was on Maz's channel?
Oh yeah. Yes.
That was at your house in the States.
That was literally back in the States.
And I jumped on
last
to
year.
like say hi real quick, but I wasn't allowed.
And it was your book club.
Yeah, it was my book club, but I didn't read the book and I didn't want to surprise.
You still haven't read it though.
I haven't.
What book is that for?
11/22/63.
Oh, yeah, yes. That's a good book. It is. I mean, it's long, but
I have this like dream that like if I can read like at least 10 Stephen King books or something, I want to go through and like annotate them to like mark anytime I feel uncomfortable as a female individual, and then I want to do like a video about it and like talk about why like some books are better than others in that respect, or like because I read his book on writing, his nonfiction, and like he seems like such a cool guy, like someone that I would be friends with, and then he just like writes women the way he does, and I'm just like, Do you secretly hate us? Like, I'm so confused.
I'm curious if like his. Sorry, go.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I like when I read his books, I never think about when they were written, but I'm curious if how he's written women has progressed over time. Because if you look at like Carrie, for instance, or like Christine, right? Those are super, super old books. And I don't know if I've read anything that he's like just released. Except maybe was Elevation released recently? Because I feel like that was. And I hated that book. That book was.
It's very poorly received, that book.
It was very like, I'm a liberal and I need you to know that I'm a liberal. And I was like, Stephen, we get it. Like, you're fighting the good fight, but calm down. I really love that book.
Oh, yeah, and like his Twitter and everything. I'm like, he's a bro. And then like just like the way he writes women, I'm always just so, and I'm like, at that point, just stop writing women in your books.
Yeah.
Like at that point, just stop. Like, just Carrie was the big one for me.
I really didn't like that.
Yeah, he didn't like it either.
Yeah.
I thought the book, like the concept of the book and the execution of it was really cool and everything, and it was his debut. So I cut him a little bit of slack in that sense, and it was short compared to his like monstrosities. But well, girls, they're underage in that book, and the way that they're described, and the way I'm like, you have a wife and you don't know how a period works, like.
Well, and his wife like took it out of the garbage.
Yeah, and his wife. That is so fascinating. I know we're like cutting into sprint time now, but Tabby says in his book, he's like, Tabby reads all my stuff and tells me whether or not it's good or like worth pursuing or not. And I'm like, so a woman is doing this? What?
Maybe that's the issue.
No, maybe
he doesn't know.
Stephen King, if you ever find my channel and you find this video,
The problem is Tabitha King.
Stop. No, I love your wife. I love you. It's fine. I don't hate you, but we need to have a talk. And that I'll leave it there.
Like I became a fan of Stephen King because I read like, I don't know, like not that many, but like 3 or 4 of his books, and none of them had any scenes like that. And it's like I like chose the right ones.
Yeah.
And then I like kept reading him, and more those kind of scenes. They really make me uncomfortable. Not like sex scenes. They make me uncomfortable. I don't like reading them. And like they happen more and more, and I'm like, am I still a Stephen King fan? Because it's getting a lot.
Oh. Yeah, it's hard.
But
you heard it here first.
Yeah.
I'm like on the hunt to find like the perfect Stephen King book in terms of like.
I want you to read the Langoliers, and I want to reread. It's the first one I read.
I'm gonna read the Langoliers, I guess.
It's a novella.
Okay, I'll read it this episode. Just kidding. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
All right, we can sprint now. I'm so sorry, Ania.
No, it's all good.
I mean, we'll still go to 40 or 43, give or take, and we'll catch up with you guys then. Okay, we are back. Oh, nice. Hugo took out a candle.
Ooh, very nice.
It's cinnamon. I don't know if it's We're trying to get the fall essence in the apartment. Now that it's chilly again. How did everybody do? How far did you read, Anya?
I read 26 pages, and it's definitely not what I expected.
Oh, really? In what way? Bad? Is it bad?
No, it's on the very first page there's incest, and then there's
not the first page,
and then there's sexual assault of a minor. Look at this beautiful cover.
I'm so sorry that that's the one we chose. We should have gone.
This was the one, the Paris Library.
I'm so sorry. I take it back. I take it back.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see where it goes. How did you guys fare? Were your books better?
I read about 30 pages.
Do you like it?
In the middle of like chapter 3. Yeah, I'm really liking it. I like the first one, so it's
Have you
building
read?
on that.
Have you read Percy Jackson? No. Oh,
I really recommend it.
it's so good.
It's very like it's a relaxing read. That's
Really?
fun.
Do you like Greek mythology?
Not really.
No. Okay.
No.
That's bad.
I've
It's
heard
like-
really good things.
Wait, what?
I've heard really good things about Percy Jackson. It is on my like to read
Mhm.
list, but
Slow.
yeah.
It's my first time reading it too.
Hey.
Nice with me. Nope, it's for you. Okay.
Ooh, watch the fire, please. The thing that's like cool about it is that like it's so accessible while being at least mostly correct to the original mythology, which is like really interesting for a middle grade book
Mm-hmm.
to be so correct about the mythology while putting it in like a modern setting. And I don't know, it's just like I love Rick Riordan. He's amazing. And like with the new show coming out, I'm obsessed. Oh heck yeah. So you're like almost a third of the way through your book. That's awesome, Dennis. That November 9th, if I remember, is like one of the shorter ones because I feel like I excuse you. I don't know if you guys heard that. That was Suki talking to us. I've seen it for books. It's like a little bit shorter. I read about 40-ish pages, and it's getting easier to read, which I'm really, really thankful for.
You read 40 pages?
Yeah, like it I think sorry guys.
It took a lot out of you.
It's like ever since House of Leaves, I feel like everything's easier to read, but also like just the way that fantasy is written, like you have to be in the right mind for it. And like it took me a bit to get there, but now it's like easy to read again. Like it feels normal reading it. Like I don't know, do you read a lot of epic fantasy at all? I didn't think so. It's like no, I just like haven't heard you talk. I haven't heard you talk about epic fantasy on your channel, so I wasn't sure. I read plenty of books that I don't talk about. But it's like the paragraphs are always like this long,
Mm-hmm.
and it's always just like crazy sentences and I like extra sentences that I like my brain just doesn't absorb because it doesn't think of it as like useful information. I don't know if that makes any sense. So I have to like get back in the habit of like reading stuff like that versus like YA, which is so much more easy to read.
Mm-hmm.
I know, she's like, she has muscle spasms in her legs, and so she's like hitting the table that the candle is on, and it's like. Oh my gosh, what else have we been reading? I'm like, I want to take like a little bit of a break before our next sprint.
To go back.
I'm also reading If It Bleeds by the one and only.
The one and only Stephen King.
It had been a while since I read him. It's a good collection. I'm at the last story now.
That's good. Yeah, you've been liking it.
Yeah.
More than.
There's no weird stuff in there.
Okay, so
far.
if it bleeds is apparently one that's good.
That's safe.
So far.
It's safe, but apparently there's spoilers for.
Yeah, the third story is spoiled 2 books for me.
So
Well, actually, a whole trilogy, and then also The Outsider.
Oh my goodness.
Like, spoils the ending, and I'm like, why would you do that?
which it kind of sucks because I love that there's like the Stephen King universe or whatever, the multiverse or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
I really love that he's done that with his books, and like when I hopefully keep writing, and if I write multiple series or whatever, I'd like to do that as well. But like, it is so hard when you do like random stuff, and this is just like a collection of 4 stories.
I thought like a nice break.
But then like one of the 3 is so linked to these other ones that it just like spoils it.
To follow one of the main characters in the Bill Hodges trilogy.
Oh, Dennis said If It Bleeds was great. It was one of the first things that he's read.
Oh, there you go. Have you read The Outsider, Dennis?
Did it spoil
Or the
it?
Bill Hodges trilogy, like Mr. Mercedes?
I've only read The Shining, Doctor Sleep, and then The Green Mile, Oliver 2263.
Don't forget about Christine.
I didn't read Christine.
Oh, that's right. You were just on the stream.
Yeah, I just went to the stream. I was just like, what's up, guys?
Support.
What else? What else did we read for the book club? What else did we read in the book club? I don't remember.
There was a Skeleton Crew. Did we read Skeleton Crew?
Did I read that one?
Oh,
No. Night Shift. I read Night Shift.
Oh, Night Shift. That's what I'm thinking.
I loved Night Shift.
Yeah.
We're good.
That was a good collection.
Yes.
That was a good collection of good job, Steve. If you're out there watching.
I'm interested.
He's kind of strange because like some of his books are so, and some of them are just, it feels like so all over the place. And it's not even just like when he was doing drugs. It's just as a whole, I feel like he's very inconsistent, but I don't know.
Haven't read The Outsiders, although knew it was linked to the series. Didn't mind the spoilers since I had no knowledge of the series beforehand.
Right.
So that makes sense. I'm not like a purist when it comes to stuff like that always. Like, you are. Like, Hugo is the person who's like, oh, there's a new Marvel movie coming out. I haven't watched the What If series. Now we have to watch it.
I have to watch everything or nothing.
Just in case.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to miss a single Easter egg.
Like, I've been wanting to watch She-Hulk, but I gotta catch up on what's it called, Moon Knight first, and Marvel. And I can't start She-Hulk before the other stuff.
Yeah. I'm not like that at all. I don't care.
No. I think also
I you.
I was going to say
Go ahead. Sorry.
No. I was just going to say I think that my memory is so bad that even if I read a spoiler in one book, by the time I got to the actual book, I'd be like, oh yeah, wow, this is crazy. When it was like actually happening, I would have
me.
It's a pretty big spoiler.
Oh,
maybe it's like huge than I would remember, but yeah. Was there any like warning?
No.
Like, okay, cool.
I just started reading the story, and I didn't know this person. I forgot her name already. It was like a detective of some kind, and then I recognized the name Bill Hodges because it's called the Bill Hodges trilogy, and Mr. Mercedes, Finders Keepers, and something else. And I've been meaning to buy that trilogy, but it's still a pretty expensive like box set, and I can't find it used here. So I've been like putting it off, and then all of a sudden it like tells us what happens in the trilogy, and I'm like, are you serious right now? So
Steve is like, if you haven't read this by now, you're not a real fan.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't deserve the warning.
That's so true.
Which
that's
is
probably
like,
what he's doing.
That's kind of gutsy. Ania, how do you have you like been finding a lot of English books in Spain? Is there a lot that you can find there?
Yes, mostly because where I am right now is very, very touristy, and there's 2 thrift stores near me that are, I think it's 90% English books, and it's all like fairly newer releases, because it's like a bunch of rich tourists that come and just read their beach reads and then leave them. So I've gotten pretty lucky. But in like other places that I've traveled to, unless it's like a big city, it's very hard to find new or used books. And the new books are like 20 euros per book, which is, it's hefty. So I don't do that too often.
We can't find, well, the thrift stores, they normally have like one shelf maybe of English books, and they're normally just like weird, obscure, like James Patterson, or like I know that he's not obscure, but like random James Patterson books. Like I did find a Shakespeare, like a nonfiction Shakespeare book that we ended up buying from the thrift store.
Nice.
And like a couple other things here and there. And then like there's the Barnes and Noble of Belgium, which is the standard book handle. They have like a little English section, but you know, it's only a small portion of the store.
And also fairly expensive.
Yeah, because like, well, and then my favorite bookstore, which is also a wine bar, they have the largest English selection in the whole city, and their books were decently priced. Like I bought.
They're like €1 more expensive than Amazon.
Yeah, and like.
Then I would rather buy it there than on Amazon because it's like an independent store. It's not a big or anything.
Yeah, so like I bought, or I should say Hugo bought. I got Loveless by Alice Hoffsman, and it was $12.99 or something, $12.95.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, which is like really inexpensive compared to like some of the other crazy shit that I've been seeing.
Yeah.
But that's good that like they have them where you are in English. I'm really struggling to find. Like,
well, you go to the library now.
Yeah, I got my. Well,
they got a small English.
That's so cool.
Section.
Yeah, I just read. We just got back. I got 4 books from there. I'm gonna bite the bullet and read Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, which is the prequel to the Hunger Games.
Yeah. And
I listen. I wasn't gonna do it, but Hugo was like, "You should do it," and I was like, "Okay, fine. I guess I will."
You can do like a rant review on the movie whenever it comes.
That's true.
Something like that.
Oh, have you read it?
I haven't, no. But for me, the Hunger Games was just so perfect. Like to me, it was like, yeah. I remember when it was coming out. I remember the movies coming out. I would go to like the midnight screenings. I was obsessed with all of it. And then years later, when they're like, "Here, take more," and I was like, I'm a little skeptical.
I ran out of money.
Like Percy Jackson and the Hunger Games are like, that is the hill I will die on, I think.
I just don't like, because I haven't read the Hunger Games books, but I really like the movies because we
just watched them.
All. And I really like the movies, but Haymitch is such an interesting character. I wish we could have gotten a prequel about Haymitch then.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
He's like downfall into alcoholism and he struggles because he sees all these kids die. Instead of sympathizing with this psychopath President Snow.
I'll agree with that.
Haymitch's Hunger Games was the 50th quarter quell with double the amount of people in it. He had to survive twice the amount of people. Too. Literally so good. That one, and I also think Finnick.
Yeah.
Finnick would have been an amazing person to have a book. So, and I just don't like the idea of, like, this is the reason I wasn't going to read it, is that I didn't like the idea of writing the prequel from the POV to, like, sympathize with the big evil guy from the first series. Because I hate President Snow, and honestly, like, I don't understand the reasoning to, like, empathize with it. Oh my god, Maza is here! Maza, we have been talking about you! All good things, all good things. We've been talking about the Stephen King book club. And because we brought up Stephen King like 5 times today. Maza, I can't. We manifested this. We manifested Maza coming onto the stream. Oh my gosh, that just made my afternoon. Maza, and knowing that it's so early for him.
It's about 9, I think, or 10.
Is it? Okay. I was gonna say 7 a.m., which is just saying that I'm really bad at math.
I'm just really good at guessing what time it is in the States because you're good.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Oh my gosh, Maza, hey, we've been talking about you. It's all good though.
How's the kid, Maza?
Yeah, tell us about the boy. Tell us about the baby.
But yeah, Haymitch prequel, that would have been cool.
Yeah, that would have been so much better.
You could have done a whole series of that, like if you do a TV show. Like, you do a couple, like the first 2 episodes, the games, and then after that, it's just like Haymitch and his psychological problems that he has, like sending all these kids to die whenever he's mentoring them again. So,
and how that
a very good, very interesting character study. But
yeah, and how that like weighs down on him over time as it goes on. What is it? I really hope things. Really, I hope good things. Yeah, of course there are good things, Maza. Hugo said in 15 minutes, and I fell asleep on accident. Wait, and he's turning how old next month? Wait, has it already been a year?
Has it been a year?
Oh,
wild as it has been.
There's no way. Maza, you can't keep us in anticipation. Fix your typo.
He just disappears. Bye, guys. Oh my goodness.
Yo, I remember when he was born. He doesn't even know I exist. He doesn't know that like we are people who like. No, stop. He doesn't even know that like I'm a human being that knows of his existence. Like he can't even perceive that. And I remember when he was born, like the day. Oh, that's so wild. Oh, damn. Yeah. Ania, are you reading anything like spooky for Halloween?
No.
No?
I found a Karen Slaughter book at the thrift store. Fractured. I don't know. I've never read anything by her.
So did I.
But I think she writes thrillers.
It's a thriller?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
It's basically the female James Patterson, I think.
Oh,
she has like a million books. And all thrillers.
I always see her at the thrift store and they're 50 cents. So I was like, I'll pick one up. And if I don't want to brag about my thrift stores here.
50 cents. Literally gonna throw up. Ania, my fucking
ticket will be worth it. Hocus Pocus 2.
Wait, what?
The movie?
The movie, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh.
You're a big fan of that.
I'm not a big fan of it, but I am like.
No, you're a big fan.
I'm a Halloween fan. So if something is Halloween-y to me, yeah, I'm a fan. You know?
Do you have a Halloween TBR set?
So not like a Halloween TBR. Well, kind of. Like it's not necessarily. Well, the book that I wanted to read, we can't find. It has gone into the oblivion.
The Troop.
Like, yeah, I wanted to read The Troop.
Read it, I think, right?
Yeah. The Troop? Oh, yeah, by what's his name?
Nick Cover. So we had a copy of it. Whoa.
It's so good. It's such a good book. It's very good.
We have a copy, and I had it in my hands, and I went, "Oh, I'm gonna save this for October," and it has disappeared from the house. We have no idea where it is.
Because we rearranged the bookshelves, and doing that, we checked everything, like boxes we like maybe put away because we moved here fairly recently.
Yeah.
So we like checked boxes, we checked bags, we just searched the whole apartment, and it's nowhere to be found.
And I'm just like, what?
And I'm not buying it again.
No, I know. So that was gonna be my big like spooky Halloween read. And I already read House of Leaves, which I thought was going to take me weeks, and it took me 2 days because I had problems. I was obsessed. Who can attest to it? I sat there for hours just like staring at the book.
We're gonna read Buddy read Dracula.
Oh yeah, I'm rereading Dracula.
I'm reading for first.
He's reading.
I just finished it.
I need to finish.
Oh really? Cool.
Yeah.
Literally 10 out of 10. Best gothic horror book ever written.
Did you like it?
I did actually. Yeah, I did just finished like editing a video of like reading classics, and that was one of the classics I read because I haven't read any classics in 10 years, and I loved it. It was actually creepy, which I was surprised by because I feel like a lot of horror and even like thriller and stuff I don't get really spooked out by, except for The Troop. I will. Sorry, you need to find it. It'll appear on.
I know.
But yeah, Dracula was good. It was creepy and I loved it. I really liked it.
Nice, because I'm always scared, like, because I've never really read maybe like 1 or 2 classics.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm always scared that classics just will disappoint me because they haven't aged very well.
Dracula does not disappoint. The women in it are interesting.
Yeah,
that says enough. That should be enough to like convince people to read it because like Mina Harker is like 10 out of 10.
She's definitely like the smartest character in the book.
She is like Mina is like she's. I want to be her. Like I wish I like in a past life. I think I was her. So smart. and like Lucy, who is like a complete opposite of her.
Spoiler.
There's no spoil. I'm not talking about spoiler. She's the complete opposite of her, but she's still not like she's still interesting in her own way. She's not just like the dumb blonde or something like that. She's an ingenue, and she plays her role in that way. But like, there's still more going on than just like her to just be there. Anyway,
yeah.
Dracula. Fuck me.
I loved it. I really did. And I think too, I had like no idea how the book was set up, and I didn't realize it was all letters and like memos to each other. And I think because of that, you get like such introspection from like the women and everything that shows you what's going on. And I don't know, I loved it. I really liked it. I thought it was good. I would recommend it.
I'm very excited, but we're waiting for October.
So we got Dracula, and I'm gonna read The Ocean at the End of the Lane by Neil Gaiman. If I have time, I want to read Stardust by Neil Gaiman as well next month. It just kind of depends on where I'm at and how quickly I'm able to like.
You talked about the dance through. I have one of them.
Which dance?
Haunting Winter. Dance in Bombshell.
Oh yeah. There's or Lost Souls. There's like Hugo has a couple thrillers that I've just like never.
Yeah, like random books I find interesting.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of just like letting it guide me. I'm doing Arctober, the Arctober readathon, which is where Michelle is hosting it, and oh my god, I literally can't think. Like it's to like get through all of your arcs that you have, and I purposefully picked up a bunch of like spooky horror arcs to do for October. Really? So it's a bunch of stuff. I know I have one called Sign Here, which is like this guy is the soul collector for the devil. Oh. And like, yeah, shit, I literally cannot think right now. But that's one of them. And I just read a bunch of short stories as well that I ranted to Hugo about.
We were gonna read the short story collection that Maza.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna read Maza's book, Maza's story.
Yes.
I'm gonna read
it's on
that.
the Kindle already. But we're waiting.
So yeah, that's just like random stuff. I'm gonna let the spirit of Halloween take over. I'm a Halloween fan. And they, did you guys do like Halloween in Canada? Yeah, okay. Because it's not a thing here.
No.
And I think that's bullshit. Like listen,
you can make it a thing.
I know North America doesn't get a lot of things right. But our soda sizes, free refills, and when I say Halloween are like the three things that North America gets right. Like, and Suki's probably gonna bark. Just a heads up. She's like, sometimes she gets really barky. Like this is the hallway to the outside or whatever, and anytime the neighbors come in, she's like,
"Who's that?"
Red alert. And sometimes she like looks at us and is like,
"You got this, right?"
She's like barking at the door, and then she looks at us like stops, and then just goes like, like, bitch, get up! You not hear me? Anyway, sorry guys, we can do another sprint. This kind of got like way off track.
That's what it's for.
That's true. It's so nice to talk to you guys. I mean, I talk to you every day.
I was gonna say, do you not live together?
He's at work all the time now.
That is
it's
true.
just me and the dog.
You and the kid.
Me and the kid. Left home with the kid as always.
Oh, okay.
Anyway. Let's do one more sprint?
One more, yeah.
Okay.
One more, okay.
And then we'll call it then.
Yeah, we'll have a little chat after.
Okay. So we'll meet up at 6:35. We'll just do that. That'll be pretty easy. Not 45. Holy moly. Okay. This is really fun. I'm really glad that we did this. I hope you're having a nice time.
Yeah.
I know that I am like a mess.
Carly,
I'm a mess. It's okay. Okay, see you guys in a
Alright. Good luck.
Good luck.
too.
Happy sprints. Okay. We have made it to the end of the second sprint. Second and probably
Barely.
final.
I was
Barely.
falling asleep.
I know. I don't know about you, Ania, but like it started raining, and it was like we have this little crackly candle, and then the rain, and it's chilly, and like we were just like.
Fall has arrived.
And Lana is here. Do translation work. Oh my gosh, that is so impressive.
That's pretty cool.
I do not think I could do that. That's incredible. Oh, I love it. I'm sorry that was like probably going to be our last sprint for the day because it's already almost 7 and we have to think about dinner.
It's dinner time for sure.
I'm hungry. And Suki was snoring. Oh my gosh. It was just,
She wants a nap.
yeah. It was a nice little sprint. Has your book gotten any better?
It's actually like the writing is really good. It's kind of poetic and like beautiful in the moments where it's not
Weird.
assault. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I'm 56 pages in.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think they're gonna leave the situation where it's happening now. So, yeah,
Hey,
that's.
maybe.
We can hope.
Yeah. There's hope.
There's hope. Yeah. What about your guys' books?
But you go first.
I don't have a bookmark, but I was at page 60 something. I'm at chapter 6. I'm still really liking it. I am a little tired to read, so like parts I didn't really
Absorb.
I think. But I got most of it, and I mean there's stuff happening, so
That's good.
I'm excited to read more of it.
I read about 50 pages.
How?
I don't know.
That's amazing.
I read that with the audiobook on speed times too, so I can read faster than I actually can.
Right.
Uh-huh.
I think it's I don't know what it is.
That's incredible.
It's the spiciness of my brain.
Yeah.
The spicy brain. And Dennis got through 42 more pages.
That's also very
so
impressive.
Dennis is at least a third of the way through his book.
Mm-hmm.
How are you liking it, Dennis?
Yeah, Dennis, I gotta hear how this book is going for you because I hear like this book is crazy. So, jeez, you can hear that.
No,
Did you hear his back just like?
Oh, sorry.
You thought they couldn't.
I thought the mic would have been fun.
No, I don't. It's still good. It's actually getting like really interesting because it's the assassin's apprentice, and I finally met the assassin under which he is the apprentice of.
Interesting.
And
like a little Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Kind of. It actually is reminding me a bit of Mistborn.
Okay.
In terms of like.
Kelsier and Finn.
Yeah. In terms of like this like older experienced person is taking this young protege under their wing and it's like kind of like pushing them into it and they're just like figure it out. Like I'm gonna push you to your limit and you're gonna be really fucking good at what you do because I'm telling you you're gonna be, because I will take nothing less. So I don't know. I'm interested. It's pretty good so far. It's pretty good.
All right.
I'm like invested in your book. I'm like really curious as to how because we chose it and I feel really bad.
I'll let you know. Don't worry.
It's not interesting to be honest. The middle lead is definitely sus. That's every book that she's. Yeah. Female lead is developing ways that like the losing your. That's great. We love female development in books. We love character development.
Mm-hmm.
We may have to leave the stream at this today. If people have enjoyed the reading sprints, like I would like to do them more often. I'm always worried that no one wants to sprint. So.
I mean, it's good. I haven't read in like 5 days or something because of work, and I mean, it's just a good excuse to read. Yeah,
definitely. Yeah. Well, Ania, I want to say thank you so much for being here. You were a pleasure and a ray of sunshine.
Yes, thank you for inviting me. It was very nice.
Yes. I love talking with you and everything. So thank you so much for taking the time to be with us. Everyone who is here watching, thank you so much for being here as well. I'm hoping to do more sprints or just like more lives in general, because I really love being able to interact with people live. Also, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I'm so boring in my videos.
Stop it. Unbelievable.
So I just love talking with everyone. Thank you all for being here on your Sunday. We are going to leave it here. And I hope to see everyone again soon. Ania, I hope to see you on the Suki is running in her sleep. And it's so funny. I'm so sorry. Thank you everyone for being here. Have a good Sunday. And we will see you guys again soon. Bye.
Bye. Bye.